Hello there, ladies and gentlemen, and we are live. Yep, looking live. Fantastic. Okay, so a few things happened as of last session. Namely, we did lose a geo-survey vessel due to me being frankly negligent. Though we'll be fine. We can always build something to deal with that. I do wonder if we could actually scrap that from the actual shipyards. Did they do that? Right. Wow, that expansion is very nice. Nearly 100,000 tons. That's going to be extremely handy. Okay, gives us a few options as well, which is always very nice. Scrap. Is it a Defiant? Or is it the Prosperity that we lost? It was definitely one of them. Though, which one it was, I can't bloody remember. Okay, let's take a look what ships we have. Right, it's just the Defiant here that we have left. I mean, it is named the Defiant, and that's not just its class. Yeah, okay. So we'll design a ship in the future for that. I think what we need to do then is we actually need to take a look at some cargo handling equipment. The reason for that is obviously so we can actually speed up the loading and unloading process, which does take the actual Mickey. And we are still building our construction factories over here, which is always a good thing to be doing. How many automated miners do we have? We have 45, so that's plenty enough for the Colossus to be back and forth over. Now the Colossus is actually here. But to be fair, what we should be doing is actually having you load up these battalions. So we'll have you load... Okay, remove that order. And let's see, I'd like to have you load up these construction battalions. It would be nice to have somebody on mining station to start making some progress. Right, load ground units. We'll attempt to load the 16th and we'll see how much that takes up. I can't see why it wouldn't be possible for them to carry 3 battalions worth. I mean, surely they would fit. We'll try again. If it doesn't work the first time, then we'll go from there. Hello there, Fox. How are you doing, my friend? Hello there, Emil. It's nice to see you. Okay. We'll have about a week pass. That should be sufficient time. Now, I am using the Darkest Hour and Hearthfire Free music purely due to the fact that it's not copyrighted. Unfortunately, the Aurora music is in fact copyrighted, so I'm gonna have to try and figure out some nice sci-fi tracks that are copyright free. Okay, so insufficient space. Why this? We'll attempt to actually pick up just the one then. So just load the 16th and see if you can manage that. Should be able to, surely. Or is it due to the fact that this counts as cargo space? But how would that be so? We'll have another day go by to see what happens. I'm assuming a day did go by? Is it due to cargo space? It may be due to cargo space then. It may be that we have capacity for 3 battalions, but of course we're going to need possibly room for their equipment. That's fine, so we'll give you orders for the time being. We can always retrofit these ships in the future to obviously be more useful. So I'll set up these orders then. So I want you to go over here to Cygni A4 Moonfree. We'll give that a name shortly. I want you to unload automated miner. Unload all installations. There we go. Then I want you to head back to the homeworld. Cygni Prime. Load automated mine. Cycle move should work out fine here. There we go. Do I have cargo handling systems as of now? Let's see. Copy design. This is the new design. Let's see. No, we don't actually. We can get those. That should be pretty easy. Okay. We're currently working on researching, obviously research rate and construction rate. both worth it in my opinion at this early stage while we have that opportunity to do so. We will be looking at constructing more labs shortly, which would be a very nice thing. We'll have some time go by. Yeah, I lost a ship due to the fact that I'd not built any maintenance over the homeworld. I'd completely forgot about that. Life support failure. Missile complex. Interesting. I do have to wonder about this. We may actually just get rid of the missile silos, at least a few of them. Right, so we have 3 automated miners over on the moon now. That's a good job. I would like to take some of these construction brigades over so we can obviously start looking at building up some infrastructure there. But what we'll do then... let's figure out what we have on the world. Summary. I'm going to assume it comes under the actual fleet. Yeah, we have all of these, like, missiles. We'll delete some of these then. I am surprised by their failure rate. I suppose they probably slipped into obsolescence, which would obviously make sense. Can I do this like... oh, I can't do it in bulk. Or can I do it in bulk? No. Okay, we'll remove these missile silos. We will look at constructing some defenses in the future. We're not going to need any for the moment. Principally due to the fact that we have so far, as yet, not detected a threat. Obviously that may change in the future. So how is everybody doing today? Hope you guys are doing fine. Bring up the restream chat so I can see chat from Twitch and YouTube. There we go, good to go. There's a lot of silos here, I'm now learning that. Note to self in future, do not actually bother with the missile complexes. I mean, this is it, I suppose. Rather much like antiques. They don't even have a lot of armor. They're actually pretty light at only like, what, 800 tons? Yeah, but no PDF centers, are they? Almost rid of them. Does make you wonder what sort of defense we'll have in the future. Predominantly, it will be mostly missile. But I do like the idea of Masons. They're always rather cool. I think they have no issue penetrating the atmosphere, unlike lasers, so I think they'd be fine. But there we go, we've gotten rid of all of this rubbish now, so that's good news. And we've also completed our research. Fantastic. That has increased our build points, which is nice. So, this over here, yeah, 11,253. Fantastic. We actually get more bang from our actual construction facilities now, which is always a good thing to have. So we'd be looking at about 4 years for that to finish at current rates. Well, we will see if we can actually find somebody who is superior in terms of actual leadership. Well, mining would be best. Mining and, of course, factory bonus. So factory bonus, mining. Okay, factory production 30%, that is superb. We'll have you become the new governor. Yeah, replace you. Okay, we'll take a look over here. And check your government. Yeah, it was a good idea. Okay. We'll have a governor for the actual moon then. Again, same benefits. Battery production. I'm more looking for mining here. Then again, it would also be quite handy, wouldn't it? The population growth bonus is not a bad thing either. I'm seeing you have the factory production, but you don't have the mining. So what we are going to do then is look for the mining, of course. Okay. How about here? Mining bonus of 30%, that's fantastic. What we will do then is, first of all, we'll take a look at our mining rate on the new colony. Mining, okay. Right, so minimum production rate at 1 availability is about 30. We don't really have that, so you can see annual production here is 9 tons. 3 tons, 18 tons. Obviously that's a hell of a lot easier to access. It's funny to think that we only have 10 tons of stockpile. There's over 20 million tons to actually mine. That's going to take a long time. So yes, we'll assign a governor. It's not going to make a big difference, but it will obviously aid in that mining. Obviously, as we build up the mining capabilities over there, it's certainly going to be very, very attractive. Okay. 30% will be superb. There we go, you now have a governor here as well. That's what I like to see. If we take a look over here, then we'll see if that's actually changed in this time. Yep, you can see that has actually increased. So from 18 to 23, which is a big difference. 12 tons annual production now. Very nice. Indeed. Now, we do have these research labs that are spare. We are going to go over here to logistics and ground combat, of course. And we are going to go for the cargo handling. That'd be great. Yeah. Garrison battalion. See, these could be very handy. I'll take a look at these in the future. They would be very handy for worlds where, of course, we can't settle the surface. But first, of course, we will go with the cargo handling system. Very handy technology. Does obviously increase the rate at which we handle cargo transference, which is obviously a very good thing. So that applies to basically a lot of things, which is really nice. Okay. How's that screen gone? There we go. We'll design a ship to actually get rid of the wreck, or we may just delete the wreck, but we should be okay. Contacts, no contacts. Right, yeah. You can add mines and resource centers to them. To the actual star station? To the actual stations, really? Interesting. I didn't think you could do that. And indeed, there's some amazing emotions. Well, emotes on Twitch. I know you can have some basically custom design, which is really cool. So speaking of designs, now I have been speaking to a few people, and I have been talking about a Patreon reward for a long time now. So what I've been doing here is I've been in contact with a actual, we'll call him a designer, producer, whatever you want to call him. Supplier's probably a good idea. I just want to get some opinions here while I have your attention. Now, what I'm thinking here is, first of all, something like a keychain, maybe something different. But that's the sort of thing that we've got in mind for the moment. So I'm going to have a few different designs, and I think what we'll have here is either these at different level of patrons, pledges, or even one-time purchases, to of course support the channel. So this is one that we've come up for the USS Saratoga for the time being. We do have another one for the Akagi. I'm sure you guys will like the Akagi. I really didn't like the Akagi quite a lot myself. I know it seems like I'm shilling, probably because I am. But I've always wanted something that was a little bit different. And something that was actually really relevant to what I was doing. So, we're still working on these. They're not done yet, not ready yet. But we just wanted some opinions. And of course, this one is really blurry, but yeah, what do you guys reckon? I really do like the Akagi. I think that one's a really interesting one. There we go. So that's my shilling done for the day. We'll ignore that now. Distant Worlds looks like Call of Duty compared to this. Yes, it does, but this one has a lot of complexity that you would not find in Distant Worlds. Distant Worlds is a great game, don't get me wrong. There's a lot of things that you can't do in Distant Worlds that you can do here. And apologies for the shilling. I know it's probably a bad thing to do. I just thought I'd get people's opinions while I have them. Probably bring out a few more designs in the future. Try and get like some official opinions when I put actual videos out there. We will be voting on a name for these installations, by the way. I'll not be doing it in the stream. But I think what I'll do is I'll have like a comment perhaps. Yeah, maybe you guys could comment on the video and leave suggestions. What you think would be a good name. Okay, so we've finished the research into cargo handling systems. Very nice. We'll take a look then. We may go for like superior ones off the bat. Engineering section. Let's see. Yeah, the improved. Improved command and control. Allows the construction of sector commands. Sector commands are very handy. We may actually go into that shortly. Okay. Now, how long would this take us? This should not take long. 41, 125. Yes, not long. The increased research rate as well is going to be very welcome. Not long until we have that. I think what we may do then is, let's see. We're looking at 41, 125 here. For the construction factories to be finished as well. Obviously that rate will increase. Fadios. Then yes, Fadios. As increases research potential. What about you, my friend? Sorted by bonus. Oh, radios, okay. Well, I'm not seeing him here. Oh no, here he is. Right, beautiful. That increases bonus to 30%. That's actually really handy. Well, I'm glad about that. So, something that we should be happy about is the fact that we are starting to mine on other worlds, which is always a good thing. We'll take a look, obviously, once we've completed research into the improved cargo handling system. And we'll design a Colossus Mark II. What is on your planet mining infrastructure? What's the planet's mining infrastructure like? On the actual homeworld or on the colony? On the colony we have 9 automated mines at the moment. Here in the homeworld. Oh right, basically conventional industry to mine, yeah, that's true. On the actual homeworld, I don't think we have any conventional industry left. No, I don't think we have any left at this moment in time. Oh, none. Okay. And we have converted a lot of it. Basically what I'm doing here is building up the actual amount of construction factories that we have on the homeworld. A lot of these will be shipped out in the future. With the time being, it's really to boost our production capabilities. I want to really be able to like prefabricate a lot of ship components. We can build a large flotilla pretty quickly. Of course, when I say flotilla, it will be... yeah, it will be pretty much only civilian for the time being. Okay. Yeah, we'll need more mining. I definitely agree about that. I'm constructing additional automated mines here, but I am going to cancel that, and we will build more mining facilities after this. We'll look for... let's see. We'll add an additional... we'll add an additional 400, why not? They're very cheap, and we can obviously like have them shipped across the Empire in the future. We do have some very nice planets fairly close by. The other star in our binary system is about 120 billion kilometers away, give or take. So that one is going to take some time. Any doctrine choices you're planning on for the military? See, I know the usual one would be like carriers and missiles. I do like to go for something different just for that variance. So, I don't know, I think it might be worthwhile trying to potentially go for armored masons? Like masons? Masons, I'm going to say mason cannons. Yeah, maybe like armored mason cannons. Something a little bit different. Yeah, possibly. Of course, I know they'd probably get blown away. It's one of these things we are going to be going up against other civilizations that will more than likely using missiles, because there's no way that missiles are a bad idea. They're really good. We'll probably have a varied thing, but I would like to go for like Maisons. Basically something in the style of a battleship. I always like that idea. You probably have an intra-system jump point. More than likely. We've not actually started searching as of yet for any of the jump points. I suppose we could do that actually now, to be fair. Let's see. We could prefabricate an engine, but we'll make a ship design then. And we'll take Defiant Mark II, and we can just change over the actual system. Okay, so we'll copy this over. Copy design. You name it. Ooh, what would we name that? Let's see what it gives us. The Dauntless. I like the Dauntless. Okay. So at the moment we have the geological sensors. You can always do a 4-ship combo. Yeah, that's very true. We do have access to the advanced geological sensors. Does this count as a civilian ship if I put a civilian engine on with the sensors? Right, commercial. Yeah, that's fantastic then. We'll run them as commercial. It does give them a hell of a lot more range as well. Which is something I really do appreciate. So we'll throw on some advanced sensors here. Notice we're actually lighter. Very good. I can actually take off probably a decent amount of fuel here. Command / jumper, missile boat, semi-tanker, PD closing weapons. That's always a good point. Right. We'll throw on the with the gravitational sensors. Right, so gravitational does make a military ship out of it. Hello there, Cursor. How you doing, my friend? Nice to see you. Okay. And then maybe cramming on the big outer sensors, the PD ship. Yeah, probably a good idea to have it there. That is going to be the first one targeted for the most part. It's the first one that's going to be known about. Okay, so we have the Aurelius Research Incorporated commercial engine. We do have the advanced geological sensors and the gravitational sensors. Very nice. We do have a few 100 tons to play around with. Good thing. Yeah, the armor technology is a big deal. I mean, we're using conventional armor at the moment, which is obviously not very good. A long day of whole not nothing. That sounds like a good day, my friend. It could be worse, it could be worse. I was thinking it like that. We could put extra fuel on here. I don't think we need it, to be fair. Yeah, 5,000 kilometers per second, 4,000 tons. That sounds good to me. And we have a deployment time of 12 months. We have maintenance for about 1.88 years. Yeah, it is classed as a military vessel. That is due to the actual gravitational. I mean, that's not a bad thing. We do have, obviously, the means to look after her. So that's fine. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I'm aware that it's a military ship. I'm fine with this. You'll do the job. You'll obviously do it more efficiently as well. She's going to be slower than the other ones. But that's fine by me. We'll go with the Dauntless. Okay, let's go ahead and prefabricate one of these actual engines. Okay. We'll just actually not cancel it. We'll just obviously pause it and move it down. Right, pause. And let's take a look at prefabricating. Not a PDC. Right. We'll build, I'd say about 2 of them. Have that moved to the top of the pack. Beautiful. Okay, so we'll have these built. Then obviously we can begin building it. I very much will have to retool one of my yards. I could always retool both of them. To be fair, we'll retool them both. The Defiants are obviously faster. We're not going to need one, are we? I think something that's slower and more fuel efficient will do for now. Yeah, we'll go with that. Okay, we'll have them retool. Okay, yep, we'll go for the Defiant. No, sorry, the Dauntless. I mean, I should really change that designation, but we'll do that in the future. Okay, so retool. 16th of December. This year, so it's only a few months now. That's not bad. Yep, retool for the Dauntless. And we do have you over here as well. We'll add about 10,000 tons of capacity, as this could be our military yard. Yeah, they are small yards. I don't need anything really massive. I don't like building massive ships until later. We got this one 129,000 tons. Obviously that's going to be used for other things. To be fair, it's getting a little bit egregious. But that's fine. It is obviously eating into our stock, so we'll stop that in a short amount of time. Is it possible to replace dots representing ships with your own images like distant worlds? No, unfortunately. Don't worry about it, you get pretty much used to it, and you don't even really think about it. The game's so much worth it. Yeah, we'll add more slipways, don't worry about that one, my son. Don't worry about that. Just not right now. I like to do it when we actually have a ship that we need producing. Well, that will enter production, I should say. Okay. We completed the prefabrication of the engines. And that's going to save us a lot of time, obviously, on the actual shipyard tasks of building them. Yeah, 10,000 tons is usually a good amount of weight. What we'll do, really, is we'll take a look, obviously, into the armor research. And reduce the weight that way. And that should be pretty good for us. I do need to produce more labs. I think we definitely need to do that. Oh, you've increased even further to 35%. That's beautiful. That is very nice. The research rate increase will be done very soon. Yep. Okay, that's what I like to see. This is currently paused at the moment, so we'll obviously unpause that. What is everybody drinking tonight, then? So I tried to make something like a dark rum and coke with like chili flakes and lime, but we had no dark rum, so I've had to like set off like a whiskey, lime and chili flakes. Kind of works, kind of doesn't, but you know, it's alcohol, it's nice whiskey. Not creaky if everybody knows it. It's nice, it's okay. I'm not a big spirits fan, but you know what, I like my Poltergeist. I like something with a bit of, like, kick to it like that. Okay. Yeah, that usage is not a good level. We'll have to obviously construct some additional mining facilities. And so we'll change the priority around here. Yep, unpause that. Make that ready. You know, I've tried... I had a friend who actually started making their own meat, and it was okay. It was, like... it was okay. Not awful. I'll say it that way, it wasn't awful. In fairness, it was their first go, so I can't blame them. But the mining construction has begun. The retooling for the Dauntless class has completed as well. Fantastic. As we'll begin the process of designing and building our new ships. Well, we've already designed them, so we'll begin the process of construction these bad boys. Right, I've already got that open. Over here. Okay, let's go here then. So we are going to obviously put these bad boys out. Yep. That's what I like to see. Arcana Imperi. Astra Volantis. I like that name. Astra Volantis. Very, very groovy. Okay. Wants to give you a name. Ad Glorium. Legion. You know, the worst wine I've ever had. It's a good story. Ex Cathedra. Cathedra? I'm gonna go with Ex Cathedra. Yeah, the worst wine I've ever had in my life. I was on a holiday with friends in Portugal a few years ago, in October of all times, in Albufeira. And, yeah, we didn't have much money. I'd gone there with, like, basically 200-ish euros to spend. I didn't spend much. I'm not a big drinker. That's mostly due to the fact that I'm lame, and I've obviously worked with alcohol for a long time. So it's one of those things that you can't be bothered. Yeah. So we go to this Aldi, and we're like, okay, we're looking at these wines. And it looks like, yeah, okay, these wines are a little bit out of our price range. We'll go for this cheap-ass wine, and I mean cheap. This is like a red wine that was reduced from 5 euros, 50 euros. We buy one bottle. You know what? That's all we can afford at that time. And you know what? It tasted like ass. It tasted like absolute ass. It was like licking copper, but even worse somehow. So yeah, we had some like ice pops that we'd bought just to walk around within the day, and yeah, we had to like basically melt the ice pops into the actual wine to make it basically fit for consumption. So I always get this memory of us like basically sitting on the balcony playing cards. Me and my other friend are off our tits on this weird wine lolly infusion. So yeah, beautiful. Yeah, actually no, thinking about it, Cloak and Theory might be... Cloaking's rather expensive for what you really get out of it. Swings and roundabouts, right. Swings and roundabouts. And we do have some pretty good scientists for the actual style of research like this. Again, 20%, yeah, why am I using... Cancel that project with you. I'd rather have Arabella. When did I just cancel that? What am I doing here? Yeah, okay. Which one did I just cancel? Yeah, I don't know which one I just cancelled there. Which bloody one did I just cancel? Did I actually... I can't for the life of remember what I was researching before this. Have a bugger, I'm sure it'll be fine. We'll throw them into the armor then. Oh, it was the research rate, wasn't it? God, I'm such a bloody nonce. Yeah, there's only 337 left as well. We do have... let's see. Yeah, some pretty good researchers in this category. We'll take about 5 labs away from here then. Yep, 5. I'd like 5, please. Thank you very much. Beautiful. That'll be done pretty soon anyway. Like going up to 2500 armor and grabbing a few shield techs would be massively improved military survivability. Always a good point. But look at this, we've got 23 altar miners. Yeah, that's definitely increasing quite nicely here. So by the time that we do get people onto the actual moon here, at least we'll have some stockpiles available to us, which is going to be great. Whereas at the end of the day, I might finish Starship. Are they actually ready? Have I not been paying attention? There's obviously always a good possibility. That ready. It may be in the actual shipyard. Nope. Nope. Keep. Regan. They actually finished, or am I just like, no, no, they're nowhere near finished. Just remember that guards will take 8 years to prepare for making these ships. That's always a good point. Right, we'll actually give in here, and we will begin to actually build up some additional shipyards soon. And I think Black Star. So I'm so used to you talking about shipyards. Oh dear. You know, I can actually do with making some fuel reserves. There we go. Right, so we've increased our research rate, which is always a very nice thing. Indeed they will be. Okay. High density. I might as well throw my weight into this armor for the time being. It's obviously going to make a lot of our designs more survivable, and frankly, you're going to be able to fit a lot more into that package for the same weight. So what did you guys think to the actual controversy regarding, you know, like the Diablo, what do they call it? I'm not a big Diablo sort of person. I've never actually played them. I played a little bit of Diablo 3, but I've never really known of them before that. But they have an exhibition, don't they? And yeah, I saw that, and I saw them basically hyping up this mobile game, and it's like, oh, mate, nah, son, nah. Oh my god, there's like some legend who says, is this an out of season April Fool's joke? And it's like, yeah, that's what it feels like. Have you actually picked up all the automate? And if you have 43, that would be right. You know where you belong there. Okay, let's see if we can actually pick up some construction battalions. This will answer the question for me as well. So we'll attempt to pick up the 16th. Yeah, can I pick up ground unit as the fleet as infantry? Infantry base. How did you make a custom system? It's pretty easy. You just need to go into the actual Space Master. I do it in the first video, so if you want to check that out, you'll see exactly how to do it. Pretty fun, pretty easy, pretty quick. Do I need the cryogenic bursts there? I wonder if that's the reason why. I tell you, it has been a long time since I've actually played Aurora. It's been really encouraging to see all the nice comments as well. That's really nice. I didn't realise how many people actually found me through the Aurora videos, which in my opinion are trash. Like, I was not a good Aurora player. I'm still not a good Aurora player. But you know what? A little bit of improvement. I think definitely in the microphone department. Right, okay. Up there, Apollo, how'd you get into Aurora? Yeah, I think I saw like a Quill 18 video. I was like, yeah, fuck it, let's give it a go. So Ben, how you doing, my friend? I do like Quill 18. I've not watched him for a long time. I don't really watch that many people. Transport compartment for troops. Yeah, it's got the troop transport compartment. It's got 3 of them. It's got space for like 3 battalions. I don't remember what else it needs. It's not so bad. You really do get used to it pretty quickly. Trust me about that one. Okay, so we are building up our mining capabilities here. Then I do wonder why we're not able to pick up Oak Street. I'm sure somebody will be able to answer that for me in the future. Yeah, I wish we had a higher amount of resources in the homeworld. At least we do have our mining colony over here, which does have most things. So we need to look for a source of Corvamite. Tritanium, and Gallicide. So you guys remember that. Cobalt, Tritanium, and Gallicide. Yeah, I've got a really nice system. I'm also in a binary system. Then we have our star here, with our planet orbiting here. And then we have another star, so Cygni 16b. The Cygni 16b is rather interesting. We do also have like a nice asteroid belt here. We'll take a look at this, and I guess I could show you. Yeah, I do love me a good spreadsheet. Yep, so we have Cygni Prime, we also have Cygni Prime 16A4 Moon 3, which is where we have our mine in here at the moment. Yeah, we'll look at building mass drivers. I do like mass drivers, but I'd like to have ships to actually do those jobs. But also, over here on Cygni 16b, we have a few terrestrial planets. Cygni 16b1 is rather volcanic. B2 is actually a good candidate for colonization. The gravity, though, is, I think, just a little bit beyond our maximum. But we may be able to bioengineer, like, civilians to be able to withstand that. Obviously, we'll have to take a look at that. We do have Cygni 16.3, which gravity is okay. It could be colonized. See, this one could be colonized as well. This one's been, like, ruled out due to the gravity. And that's a bloody hot planet. But this one could be worked on. There's, like, a lot to be done there, but it's manageable. We're looking to go over there and, yeah, really look at what minerals we have there. That's really going to dictate where we go. Okay, can I sort you by colony cost? No? Oh, that'd be too easy. We do have a very large gas giant though, so that's going to be good. Very good. Right, we'll take a look at the colony cost. Yeah, okay. We could colonize possibly 3 worlds in that system somewhat easily. This one is habitable, I do believe, but obviously could increase that habitability. Okay. We do have Brutus A, which is a asteroid that I renamed. Just looking at those availability, that's really nice. What was I looking for? I was looking for Carbamide, Titanium, and Gallus? Forgot. This has got some pretty nice availability. So to be fair, this one would actually do for actually moving over to very hard to access though. Got the Corundium, which is actually very easy to access. Good amounts of it too. Very, very good amounts. Right, Titanium, Carbamide, Gallicite. Okay. That's what we're looking for. So this one will go for... that one? Yeah, that one. So I'm going to look for some titanium. Okay. I'm going to assume that they have some. Probably. Right, titanium. Prime C. This is where, yeah, this is our homeworld, of course. Yeah, that looks to be the... is that a moon? It's a shitload of neutronium. Holy moly. That is a lot of titanium. Like, ungodly levels of titanium. No, it's not this world. Either way, we'll carry on. How goes the progress of our shipyards? Yeah, they're just about done. I'd say maybe another month and they'll be ready to go. Yeah, there we go. We have Astra, Volantis, and Ex Hydra. Beautiful. and we'll put them in their own task groups. Now, they do potentially have the range, but if we actually have a jump point to the other system, that would save us a hell of a lot of time. A lot of fuel. If not, we should be able to make our way over there. Right, so we'll set up some new task rooms. Rename. Geological and gravitational survey. GS and GS. Astra Volantis. Not the ship I'm looking for. Ex-Cathedra. There we go. Awesome. I wish I could copy this and that'd be handy. So we'll make a new one then. New name. Astra. Volantis. Yes, and yes. Yep, the new dogmas. Give them orders. Survey nearest survey location. Yeah, survey necessary survey locations. That's what we need. Then, obviously, once you start running low on fuel, return home. God damn, I wish I could just copy these orders over. Yep, there we go. Okay. So obviously they're going to be significantly slower than well, the models that we put out there initially. I mean, they're only 5,000 kilometers per second, but that's still a good speed, don't get me wrong. They'll also get the job done. And they'll be able to do the job significantly better due to their more advanced sensor suite. As a week go by. Okay, we've finished research into composite armor. A ceramic composite. Might as well keep going. Mining's looking good. You may just need to rush a jump ship basic military. Yeah, indeed. Of course, we found new jump points. Beautiful. Unexplored, of course. The Space Soviet Union. Outcome that. Right, I'll allow that to finish. At the end of the day, it's going to be worthwhile doing, and then at least our military ship, which is obviously going to be a jump ship, is going to have a lot of space. We can make use of that then, which will be handy. Right, so I'm going to drink a little bit more of my abomination of a cocktail. It's not really a cocktail, so it's more like a man's drink. It's not bad. I like a nice smooth whiskey. Yeah, it will be nice to explore these. Though we probably do want to actually build up our military before we do go out there and explore. There's a very real risk that we could be blown up. And I am absolutely dead serious about that. I do need to build a ship to get rid of the wreck of the Defiant. I'll do that one day. One day. Gone future. So of course we've not explored beyond our system here. Beautiful. So I did DM my first game of Dark Heresy last night. That went fairly well. Fairly well. I actually basically fucked up the wound in an encounter. So basically what I've had is my Inquisitorial Acolytes arrive in a system as they're traveling alongside a rogue trader. And basically the rogue trader ship receives a astro-telepathic message from a small Imperial flotilla regarding the discovery of a previously unknown human world. And of course they are then obviously sent there as the Inquisitor does see, yes, this is obviously worth the Inquisition's notice. You need to go and take a look at this. Right, I'm going to stop expanding this for the time being. And anyway, so they get there. They obviously attend a command conference, obviously to decide what to be done. So I have the Inquisitor say basically, look, I don't particularly care what you're doing, but I'm going to go down there to this world and make contact, as there's a good opportunity for profit here. So I said to the the actual Inquisitor acolytes, the actual players here, they're not particularly familiar with 40k. They said to them, right, okay, so the Inquisition is normally rather secretive. They're like the best, worst kept secret in the Imperium. So I suggest that maybe you, I don't know, I didn't actually say it to them. They actually did take the cue, and they say, okay, we'll go down on our own, which I'm like, yes! It's actually working, things are working like I wanted it to work. And so anyway, they're like, okay, so we're going to go down in a Valkyrie gunship. I'm like, sure, you can do that. Just obviously give the crew some ideas of what you need on there. So okay, we want some rations. I'm like, yeah, that's all you want. They're like, yeah, that's all we want. I'm like, cool. Okay, so jump drive efficiency, that's probably a good thing to work on. Larger ship, yeah, we need that. And so anyway, they get down to the planet's surface, and it's like a swamp. And they've asked what the planet looks like a few times, and each one of the crew members aboard the actual Lunar class cruiser, which they transferred over for the command conference, gives them like, yeah, it looks like crap. It looks like absolute hell down there. It's a swampy piece of crap. So they get down there, and it turns out it is indeed a swampy piece of crap. They have some issues on the descent, as their servitor, slave servitor pilot isn't particularly great. Well, he does land with the grace of an angel. He rolls like a perfect one, which is basically like, yeah, you succeed. And it's like, okay, wow, I was hoping that they'd like crash land, but sure, that works too. And so they're down there, and they find a spot to land which is a ruined Imperial shrine, obviously to the Imperial Creed. And they're like, okay, well, we'll have a look around. The issues we're playing with, obviously having players that are very much unfamiliar with 40k, is like they don't really appreciate so much of like the gravitas of this situation. That's fine, that's fine. Yeah, it's obviously going to be something I'll be like beating into them with like a shovel. And anyway, I have them look around there. They're looking for like any sort of clues and stuff, so I give them some information. I give them like a message basically saying that this was like Age of Strife sort of timing. Right, okay, so they're going to be coming back. Are they back here? Check. No. They should be heading back to Signy Prime. So yeah, so they find some information. They figured out, okay, something clearly happened around about that time. And it's at that point I think, you know what, okay, let's see how combat really works out in this game. So I actually like unleash about 3 corpse crawlers. Now, corpse crawlers are basically arseholes. They're like, yeah, they're like worms. Well, they basically are worms, but they don't identify as worms. They identify as sherms. And anyway, so these worms, they can take control of corpses. They're really horrific. Basically, they crawl into a body, and they take control of the actual nervous system. Even though the body's obviously dead, they take control of the nervous system. They have them dig these ditches. And these ditches are for the entire purpose of filling with corpses. And then what they then do is leave the corpse and then melt them all down into a nice tasty soup with that acid. And then they lay their eggs in there. So I have these bad boys attack them. But the thing is, I accidentally fuck up because I got their wounds wrong. They really have 8 wounds. I gave them only 2. I'm like, okay, these things are dying way too easy. I've not got something right here. But I figured it out, but hey, oh well. Signaling Prime Cone Mover has completed orders, ex cathedra. That's what I'm looking for. We'll cancel that orders. So that's my rambling about 40k the time being done. Oh man. I mean, one of my players is like, oh man, this is so hard. I'm like, dude, I'm doing 75% of your character sheet for you. I'm making this so easy on you, stop complaining. Oh dear. I'd love to hear about your guys' like DM experience, such as RPG or TRPG experience, if you play them. So fun. Definitely, I can see why they've just maintained that popularity for so many years. There's something special there, isn't there? Okay, Astra Valantis has completed orders. A team on Signaling Prime led by Magnus Lupical has completed research into Jump Side Squadron. Super. Jump drive efficiency. Size. Or yeah. Room size of jump. I think we'll probably go for about 4 or 5. We'll design some actual basic weapon systems. At the end of the day, we don't know what we could find on the other end of that wormhole. So we do need to be prepared. It may be worthwhile to actually construct a defense platform on the homeworld too. Yeah, crew of Atlantis have completed orders. Let's actually give them orders that obviously should their ship require its clock setback, then yeah, go do that. Condition B orders. Okay. Supply points less than 20%. Deploy a colony? Yeah, that'll work out fine, I'm sure. Here's Cathedra. Yeah, resupply colony. Beautiful. Yeah, I've tried making a Shadowrun character. It's like it just goes on and on and on and on. You're like, ah. Imagine it's one of those things where, yeah, once you figure out what you're doing, it's gonna be easy. But man, I just like so long. Thing is, I like 40k, so I'm willing to put up this shit. I don't mind about that. Okay. Yeah, there's a few good utilities. I do agree on that one. Okay, construction patch has begun. So we finished off the mines. We finished off our research as well into the minimum jump size. Get a decent size for the minimum. Not gonna hurt us. End of the day, once we actually go out there into the wider galaxy, then yeah, we're always going to be open. Which is scary. Scary as hell. Yeah, we're gonna go with the drive efficiency, but we'll actually split this research, make it a bit faster. I've got like 2 teams that are ready to go. These aren't really particularly long, wow, I wish I had 100. These aren't particularly long projects. Plus it'll also help them to increase their skills. You know, these skills that pay the bills. Right, so we're working on these, so once that's finished, we'll start building some research facilities. They are hella expensive, I don't have a huge amount of uranium here, but obviously we are going to make that up. Annual production is 6,309 tons. We've got 31.8 years left. Should be fine. At the end of the day, I'm going to be using significantly less in the short time. Do we actually produce a mass drive? You know what, at the end of the day, let's see. What do we have on our colony? Yeah, that's not much, is it really? No, not really. Okay. I do need to be careful with my uranium usage. But those hundreds of thousands of tons, I mean 200,000 tons will do us fine. Not bad at all, to be fair. Okay. I'm looking forward to actually designing our first military ships. I think the thing is we could obviously go with missiles. My engine tech isn't brilliant for missiles. Not that brilliant for anything. I suppose at the end of the day we are going to have to accept that, so new territory, really, for the moment. It's a nice name, isn't it? Baphomet. I feel confident about that person. Population is growing nicely. That's always a good thing. The issue at this stage is you have so many things to be doing all at once. And you can only do really like one or two things at a time. Right, no wonder I'm not making any progress since I've gone down pause. I have bloody nonce, aren't I? What we'll try to do really is establish like a few core worlds and go from there. We'll look in the fact that we do have multiple worlds that could be terraformed in this system, which is great news. We do have a lot of resources here for the time being, so that's going to be good, very good. The populations is what's going to matter in the future, as these worlds will obviously become like basically like manufactorum, hive worlds, that sort of thing. Okay, you both finish at the same time, superb. Let's see, what do we have next? We'll have to start looking obviously into other like technologies. Drive efficiency. What could we actually manage? Let's take a look. We'll start designing jump. Oh, jump radius technology. Okay, well that's what we need ASAP. The jump radius, yep. Allah. We do need to find ways to actually cut down on the social usage as well. Try to make them go further. And that's been finished. I'm not too bothered about the jump radius for now. Doesn't really particularly matter too much to me. At this stage anyway. In the future it will obviously be different. Right, so... max ship size 60. Is that 6,000? Sorry, 3,000 tons that we could manage. Okay, military jump drive. Yep. Efficiency is very good. Well, it's decent for this stage. We'll make it capable of about 10,000 tons. We'll take a look at the weight. I might actually increase the... hello there, Cassie. How you doing, my friend? Hello there. Avalanche. How you doing, my friend? Yeah, I mean, the response was actually really positive for more Aurora. It's a very nice, chilled game as well, so can't blame it. It's always a good one. Right, 12,500 tons. That would weigh itself 2750. Let's see, 45 is maybe what we're looking for. 11,250 tons. Looking for about, yeah, 2,200 tons to do that. That works for me. Okay, let's look at a name. The Caliban Calic Jump Drive. Warp Engine. Warp Drive. Mark 1. There we go, beautiful. That's going to cost us 45.4 tons of uranium, 181.6 tons of thorium. Pretty cheap tech as well, so that's good news. We'll get that done, but of course we're going to obviously need other things. So we'll get that finished first of all, and then I can just like... We're only going to need the one, I think. Yeah, we should be able to manage 4 ships. Okay. So we'll have this. We'll queue up some research, actually. That'd be a good idea. Would be a very good idea. Right, let's take a look at weaponry. So we could work on missiles, perhaps, which is probably the better idea. Cannonade. I'm so very tempted. That'd be really fun. Right. We know Masons would be able to deal damage to basically anything. But the issue is we actually have to get close to the thing we're trying to kill. So I think it's probably going to come down to laser and missile. But sensors is probably the best place to start. Fire control rating systems. We want that really to match. Well, if we're using turrets, that's what we'd want it to match. But at the end of the day, you're not going to get anything beyond that. These geological sensors. That sounds really interesting. Right. Electronic warfare is always a good idea. Take a look at what we're actually going to need then. To design our active sensors. Didn't even read what it says. Active sensor strength. Okay. This is the thing, like, active sensors are obviously going to be a big ping out there. You got to think of it basically like sonar in a way. Okay, queue this up, man. No queued. Queue. We'll just go with that for the time being. We'll excuse me. We can obviously start building new research laboratories then. We can really pick up the pace. But we should have military ships by the end of the stream. No issues about that. It's gonna come down to really like refining the designs. I can get pretty anal about that. Okay. Industry will be done here soon. When that's done, I think what we need to do then is ultimately we'll develop 2 mass drivers. And at least we can start getting like new, well, extra income. I know I said I'd like do something without mass drivers, but we'll do it for the time being. So I'm also going to then want myself just research labs, because these things are hella expensive, but they're hella worth it. We'll build 10 if we can manage it. That would be after all mining. Yeah, mass driver destination. We do have over 1,000 tons. We need to start actually like settling some other additional worlds here. Increase the amount of geranium and just additional resources coming into the Empire's coffers. Right, we'll have time to just go by so slowly. There's a whole lot of things. Yep, that's been finished now. Good. Yeah, there we go. Construction of the, well, construction factories has been completed. We've also completed that research. Terrific. Construction of the mass drivers has begun. Have we finished those? Oh, we finished those. Beautiful. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take our fair Colossus from the Signia Prime Mover Company. Fine company. Right. Load mass driver. Load mass driver. Head home. There you go. Head home. Extended orbit. Beautiful. 5 days go by. God damn, you take a long time to load. So glad we've got cargo handling system. Yeah, you completed your knowledge. Beautiful. Okay, we'll start sending some resource packets. Yep, there we go. Destination. Right. When it comes to mass drive, I'm just going to do a quick Google here, just in case. I don't think on the home world or the actual destination world, you need... Right. Uh-huh. Right, okay, I think we just need the actual mass driver there. If this goes wrong, I'll blame somebody else, but it should be fine. Yeah. Good job we got one then. Okay, so we have these guys ready. So let's give some research. We've got an additional research lab here, which is nice. What else is like a nuclear impact? Right, so just to confirm, we do have a mineral packet on the way. It's traveling hella slow. Right, I'm actually sending one over there. That's not what I want to do. Right, none. I just want to receive. On the choicest of words to say that. Sounds a bit dodgy. Right, grab sensors. Yeah, the thermal sensors as well is always a good idea. I'm going to make sure we have good sensors before we go into this. We'll need to have multiple levels of sensitivity here. Basically, whether it's going to be detecting their thermal signatures, whether it's going to be detecting their gravitational signatures, or whether it's going to be detecting their electromagnetic. Okay. Well, everything hasn't died of us yet. So I think that's going to head without a hitch. Yeah, nobody's died, so we're all good. Beautiful. That's what we like to see. You don't really need dedicated electromagnetic. Fair enough. We'll get a level of it, and then it might come in handy in the future. That's fair enough. The only thing with more EM emission than thermal is a planet. Okay. Building these bad boys pretty quickly. Okay, beautiful. Let's start looking obviously into weapon technology then. Then again, what about propulsion? Go into propulsion all day. But to be fair, we'll look at something that's going to be able to kill a missile. That's what we need. And for that, to be fair, it doesn't really matter on the size of the laser. I could have very small lasers, as I do believe most missiles, if not all missiles, depending on their designs, will only have really 1 HP equivalent, unless they're really armored, and those are fairly rare. We might just want small but fast. Oop, maintenance failure. Do I not have the capabilities here? Okay. Yeah, you can armor them. That's very true. Do I put them in extended orbit? That's an interesting question then. Should we actually armor our missiles? I suppose this is it, isn't it? It's like they're going to be a lot slower then. They're going to be open to being hit, but... interesting idea. We might give it a go just to see, like, you know, like shits and ghouls. Obviously, it's going to make the missile itself obviously significantly heavier. Obviously, blitzing through the research faster and faster now. And that's only just finished. That took a long time. Right, there we go, and we're finished. So let's take a look then, what will we want to do? We'll prefabricate some components then. Components. The warp drive. Just need the one. Yeah, that's right. I guess we'll prefabricate some engines. They're only using Gallicite, so I'll prefabricate about 10 of them. I'll be able to make use of them. Yeah, Astra Volantis has completed overhaul, and so it's good. We finished our warp drive. That's currently sat waiting. We'll need additional slipways, actually. So when we're done with that, we'll actually begin to build some slipways. Naval slipways. Naval shipyard complex. Builders about, we'll say about 5, and then we can get those going, can't we? They're rather expensive. Yep, they'll be done soon. We can complete research into the energy, well, the laser force. Spirit tracking. I mean, really what I'd want is beam fire control. I suppose it depends on like how powerful we want our military to be. I mean, we're only doing this just to explore a few systems. We're not likely die immediately, but it would be nice to have some sort of capability. Okay, there we go. I'm going to check that my other ship is actually going through overhaul. You know, Astra Volantis has completed that. Make sure you have as well. Right, there's no rewind. Right, might be Astra Volanta. We'll check anyway, just in case. I should complete it. I do believe beam fire control dictates the range. I can't quite remember. But it operates like that way. Nice, you've actually increased your bonus there to 35%, which is really nice. There we go. Fire control speed rain. That was going to be handy. Yeah, we'll go with like small lasers to begin with. At the end of the day, we don't really need anything more than that. Yep, you've completed that. Superb. So what we'll do is we'll have these slipways expanded. There we go. Then obviously we'll be able to take a look at designing our military ships in a short period of time. Right, supply of Corvamite on Tigny. Prime has been exhausted. We do have 61,169 tons of that available, thankfully. Of course we have received it. No, we're not. Okay, that's not good. Right, currently need to go out and find another source of that then. Okay. Right, start building quite a few of these bad boys. Not here though. Over here would probably be a good idea. I'll convert mine to automated. Which is a good point, isn't it? We do have 73.53 million workers available, so we'll start building mines. Just for now. Spaceball. What the hell do spaceballs do? Right. We'll build mines until we have, like, those jobs covered. Okay, we're checking how that's going. Yep, we're going to need a lot of those mines, and to keep all of them employed. I don't think it really matters to... But you've increased the amount of labs you can work with. That's always a good thing. Right, there we go. Okay. Once we have that research done, we might consider actually... Right, just progress time here. I think we'll just design ourselves like a jump ship, just so that we can get out there, start exploring. Okay, we completed that research into beam fire control. a little bit more expensive now, isn't it, of course? We'll go... Well, we need to work on the turrets now. Put a tracking. Yeah, we'll get this done. Now, the speed of the ship actually does help out with the tracking. That's going to help us out quite a good deal. But we should probably be able to aim for... We'll try and aim for speeds of 20,000 kilometers. Try and handle that for the tracking. And then that should probably give us a good amount of leeway. I forgot. I'm choosing the right scientist here, aren't I? No, I'm not. God, I'm blind. Ah. Okay. We'll approach this then. Right, they're both completed. Let's take a quick look then what that'd allow us to do. At the moment we have light to strength 16. With 384,000 kilometers we could detect something that's 1,000 tons. Something that's 5,000 tons or larger could detect out to 9.6 million kilometers. If I increase that, obviously that increases quite nicely. Right. Our laser wavelength, okay. Beam fire control. 50% accuracy, range 32,000 kilometers, tracking speed obviously shite. Okay. Just need to increase the tracking. Obviously then develop ourselves the wavelength technology. Infrared laser will do fine for the time being. Right. The 5 labs here then might actually help you to increase your abilities. There we go. Yeah, so we'll aim about 20,000 kilometers per second as like an initial. Obviously if they're faster than that, it's going to be obviously a difficult thing. But we should have the additional benefit of obviously the speed of the ship. Okay, we now have infrared lasers, that's fine by me. We'll actually design a weapon then. Where can we... Fine, we'll just throw some additional labs this way. We are going to build our jump ship then to be about 10,000 tons. The armor is actually going to be decent quality, so we'll save a lot of weight there. Have time go by then until we actually reach that. Okay, tracking speed is up there. The rest of the lab's over here then. Right, beautiful. How are we going with the mines then? So we have obviously increased that. Okay, good. Right, mining. Obviously increasing quite a lot. And your production's increased dramatically, but at the end of the day, we can obviously convert these mines into automated miners, so there's no issue there. Right. Let's actually design something then. We'll actually look at actually putting together our goddamn military ship then. Our first. Very first. Gonna be an interesting one trying to work out the actual weight. Let's see here then. Minimum resolution is going to be about 1,000 tons. 20. Okay. Yeah, power's going to be another consideration actually. I could probably do working on some reactors. Good idea. 50 tons. The thing is it really even worthwhile? At the end of the day, it's like my range is going to be very much insignificant. It's like I could like, I mean, let's say for Devil's Advocate, I mean, I could like size 50 sensor. It's like, sure, we can detect out to maybe like almost like 250 million kilometers. The thing is, there's going to be like, can you imagine the size of this like pulse? Oh my days, that's gonna be ridiculous. So at the end of the day, yeah, we need to, chance of destruction by electronic damage 100%. And we just need to make one that's practical. I think for size at this point. I think 250 tons is going to work out fine, but I might go for like a nice... We'll go for a nice round 10, nice round 500 tons, which is still very, hit to kill 1 chance. We'll keep weight down, so we'll go for about 5. Yeah, 250 tons. 5,000 tons, you reckon, is a fine resolution? Yeah, probably so for what we'll be going up against. I mean, obviously, 1,000 tons is really for missile defense. Then again, yeah, to finish this fight, Yeah, that's very true. Let's see. You have to detect out at 10 million kilometers. What we'll do then is we'll have one for like a small sensor. Okay. Active sensor. Thanks. Well. No, I mean. Syndicate. Right, all specs. All. Create that project and we'll have all specs large. All specs out. That'll work out fine. We'll also go without beam fire control. Actually, have I finished the other research? Yes, I have. What we'll need to do then is actually design some power plants. I think we should have decent ones to be fair. We have been going through this, haven't we? Yeah, be right. Capacitors, that's another thing. But I could just add more lasers, be right. Yeah, be right. Be right. I mean, this is what matters. I can track up to 16,000 kilometers. That affects it all? No? Well, I could increase the range. 150 ton. 100 tons normally. Von what? Vipers. I like it. Right, now I think I did say about 20,000, but we should have the ship speed as well to aid us. So that should be fine then. More specs. Weapon control. Beams. Okay, let's take a look at turrets. So I need to actually design the laser first. So infrared, yeah, pretty standard. And meter land. Battery. We'll develop those technologies. Bam 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 bam. Oh, bugger it, might as well have them all on it. You goddamn things. Can't touch tube. We have to bang out these projects pretty quickly. Yep, so we are going to have our first military ship constructed pretty quickly. It's not going to take us too long. Have a good time there, Black Slab. I'm sure you're going to enjoy the hell out of that. But good luck, my friend. Sure you'll be fine. Right, we finished all our research here. So now we need to develop our actual turret. Lasers. Okay, turret. I'm gonna make a quad. This is it, obviously desired tracking speed, just put in 20,000. So that gives you an idea. Armor thickness, I'll just put some armor on it. I'd like to know size and tonnage. Be nice. That's giving me the size here. It's 20,000 initially. The rate of fire is every 15 seconds. Does take a lot to kill it though. Right, 0.6 I actually get the same benefit as I do at 1. So I might as well go on 0.6. That actually change the... No, it doesn't actually. Okay. That's fine. Yeah, the fuel, and Gavinus 10 centimeter lance battery. Not perfect, but it'll do for now. And we should be able to get off to a great start in terms of military tech. At least we'll have the ability to defend ourselves, first and foremost. There we go, we completed that within the month. Pretty quickly. Right, so let's take a look at our actual ship then. So we have the actual capabilities here. We have a jump engine. Let's put something together then, shall we? So new. Nova. Oberon. I like Oberon. Okay. Oberon. Right. Jump cruiser. Okay, so we have the ceramic composite armor. I should go back. I can't go back. I wish I could go back to the old armor just for, like, instance. That's fine. Rightio. We're gonna have our deployment time for about a year, first and foremost. We'll obviously want to use our military engines. Throw a warp drive onto there. You can see here already the weight is up to over 5,000 tons. We're on our weapon controls. Then our specs. Thing is, do I actually want to run for some like geological sensors? I mean, then they don't weigh much. Like, how much do they weigh? Wouldn't be a bad idea. I know it's like an extra, what? Did I just add an extra 600 tons there? But it would be nice for them to have that capability. At the end of the day, they have the warp engine. So at least that, well, the warp drives. At least they're actually going to be able to make their way in the galaxy at large. But we really want them to be fairly independent. We'll add some weapons. Right. That's quite low. Very slow. Very, very slow. Range is obviously not very great. Weapon bays are quite, well, weapon batteries are quite heavy. On them. Okay. Right, I think what we may do then. I do like having the geological survey. We can always have just the one battery. We don't really need much more than that. Right. For this time, anyway. We'll settle for just the one battery then, for the moment. Right. Fuel. Not much in the way of fuel. Okay. Let's bring our engineering up. So I need over a year's worth of maintenance. To be fair, I'll have 2 years worth of maintenance. At least then we have a decent number. Actually. That annual failure rate. We'll increase that then. That is adding some significant weight to that. I'll have it at about twice the deployment time. Right. We have on board weapons. We have on board the jump drive. We have obviously a drive, an engine. We add an additional. Particularly, I could potentially reduce the fuel. This is where you start playing an interesting game of managing here. Drop fuel, see if we can drop that. Right, there's not a huge drop for fuel, is there? Drop another engine then. We'll just drop the engine. Like at the end of the day, could I add additional armor? My armor's fairly... It's not very weighty. I can see here, like, armor strength. Like, armor's actually going to be a really handy thing at the end of the day. The reason for that is, at least it gives you that chance to try and escape. But if you have very little armor, you're going to get absolutely destroyed. But, yeah. There's so many things to actually take into consideration. This is what I truly adore about this game. This is where this game really comes into its actual own. This is where nothing else has anything like this at all. Right. Let's see. Power. That's something I haven't got. Do I have power? I don't think I have power. Okay, I need to actually design that. Okay. Okie dokie, artichoke. Power of propulsion? Go to construction perhaps? Yeah. I think I actually have to design one. Yeah, power plant. How much power do we need? For the Oberon. For this bad boy. Right, reactor power. Power required 4. Okay, so we just need a reactor enough to power that system. That's all we need. Yeah, you can see the difference here in reactor technology. Bad boy isn't going to weigh too much. Okay, so I could get away with a pretty small reactor. 4.8. 2. 0.7 will be sufficient for our needs. Only 35 tons. Tellus McCall. Plasma drive. Plasma fusion drive. Reactor. There we go. That'll be done within the day, I'd imagine. Not 2 days, give or take. Oh. Fair enough. Right, that took a little bit longer than I imagined. Oh no, I think how it works is a certain amount of time has to go by with how the game takes. That's why. Right, so let's go back to our design of the Oberon. Okay, so we've got now the power. Bring in the power. There we go. Add that bad boy on. That's the power satisfied. How much would that take us up to? Oh, so we need more power. Yeah, that's not right. Drop an engineer's phase. Right. Because that would take us to the Oberon class jump cruiser. Well, heavy jump cruiser. So you would be armed with 2 quad fuel and fuel and Gavinas 10 centimeter lance batteries. You'd have you wouldn't have sufficient power. I'd have to drop something like power. Fuel. I can drop a fuel tank. Oh god, you know what? That's only 35 tons, isn't it? Did that actually add anything? Yeah, actually it did. Jesus Christ, okay. Right, we'll add some additional deployment time. Yeah, that takes us up there. Can I actually get a bit more? Yeah. Yeah, boy. Yeah. Okay, 14.91%. What the hell? Why not? Honestly, that's crazy. I might add some additional. How much does it cost us for the actual engineering? Could add the small fuel. A bit more fuel. There we go. So that would give us 12.6 billion kilometer range, so 36 days at full power. Which obviously not going to be doing that. She's equipped with geological sensors and gravitational survey sensors. She has active sensors out to about, what, 40 odd million kilometers for something large. She has active sensors out to, what, 10 million kilometers for something very small. So she's got dual, she's obviously got the beam fire control. She's got 2 reactors in there. Yeah. Deployment time is 12 months. She's armored, which is nice. Okay. And how much will she cost us then, my dear friends? 347 tons of geranium, 97 tons of neutronium, 5 carbide, 65.1 boronite, 92.25 potassium, 181 thorium. Yeah, quite a lot of uridium. A lot of gallicides. Okay. But I think we're good to go there. I know some people might say, okay, why did you add the sensors on here? And I suppose I could have gone with like less advanced sensors, but I think at the end of the day we may have some potential there. There's a part of me that wanted to add some actual troop compartments, but I think we need this to be like a main exploration ship, which is its purpose, the Oberon's purpose. So this is going to be Oberon, the first, which is about 10,000 tons. So we're going to cruise the space lanes quite nicely, majestically, some would say. But I'm still waiting for this, goddammit. It's going to take a long time. Okay, we'll wait for that goddamn expansion to be completed. In fairness, what I'm going to do in the goddamn meantime is actually research shipbuilding. Just increase the speed of that. Shipyard operations, that's what we need. Right, we'll put 20 labs on it then. I think what we should probably take a look at doing then is potentially fire control. No. Oh yeah, we are going to have to jump gates, aren't we? Start looking at that, obviously we're going to have to do that. Let's get that going then. Oh. Ah, so going away. The hell am I? Right, there we go. Okay, construction of the mines has been completed. Good to see. I'm not waiting 5 years. No way in hell. At least we can watch the logical ballet. It says it auto turned. It likes to go up when it does that. There we go. Now that shouldn't be an issue. Ooh, very nice. Because we might as well start heading towards the next level of jump technology. Well, engine technology. God damn, that 40% is amazing. Right, start constructing automated miners. I can then have them moved over to the new colony. Infrastructure would be a good idea as well. We do have a pretty good fuel reserve there. Right, the team's actually finished that. Good job. Have we lost our governor here? Take a look. Right, I'm looking for mining and factory. I think shipbuilding is probably... Yeah, shipbuilding is a better idea. Mining 30, shipbuilding only a 10. Wow. Oh, wow. Yeah, you're amazing. That shipbuilding percentage, like, yeah, 30, factory 50. That's huge. 15 to the mining. Yeah, hell yeah. That's pretty awesome. Not gonna lie. That's pretty cool. I should have taken a look beforehand, but yeah, you can imagine that's going to be great. Yeah, these are the technologies we're going to need. I'm using the goddamn right guy here. God damn it. Never mind. There we go. Yeah, supply Gallicide has been exhausted on the homeworld. What we need to do then is really... We'll look around, we'll find another world, or... Well, you know what I mean. Within the system. Again, some additional Gallicides amongst other resources sent to the homeworld. How's our shipyards? Shipyards and slipways. Takes so goddamn long. I suppose that's because I'm doing like a few of them at once here. I wonder if I... No. We'll try and pause some here, see if that actually aids the speed at which the other ones happen. Have a quick look. Because naval do take a significantly longer time. Yeah, okay. I should just... Make sure that they're all progressing here. Yeah, it's just going to take a while. That's fine. I mean, once it's done, it's done. It takes a long time to build up towards a military. Right, what we're going to do here then is... Once those automated miners, well, yeah, mining stations are done, we'll have an additional, we'll have another 5 flash drivers built. At the end of the day, I'd like to have these. So really, when this is done, we can start taking automated miners elsewhere. Start having like the resources we're missing coming back home. Yeah. And that governor bonus is actually pretty good. Maybe we should just go with a governor who's obviously just all yards at the moment. So 30, 30. Okay, so we have nobody above that, man. Let's take a look at mine even over here. 30%. Yeah, you're 30% already. Best we'll get, man. Best we'll get. Have that sweet time go by. We're going to just like do this research into our missile technology in the meantime. At least this way we'll have some pretty agile missiles. I suppose the warhead is something that we'll obviously look at next. Probably should have started building these slipways a few years ago. Oh well. Okay, there we go. Additional agility. Radiation. Yeah. Right, so obviously working on a new level. I think we'll move towards that with additional haste. And we'll continue, we'll like decrease the size here. The actual launchers. Okay. So completed that, which is always a good thing. At this point in time, we'll really just wait on the slipways finish their expansion. And once they're done, okay, construction of automated mines has been completed. Superb. Yeah, we do have quite the mining rate here, which is nice. Only 9.5 years until we've depleted these resources. We don't have a huge stock. I'm not gonna lie, we really don't. We're gonna have to be quite careful. We do have 112,000 tons remaining. Of course, we do have plenty of capacity over here, but obviously we'd have to go about settling this area. Which we could do, to be fair. That's what we do plan to do. Would be a good idea. Then we'd have like private ships actually doing things. Bad idea at all, really. And in fairness, I could just begin moving infrastructure there. That probably would be done. What infrastructure do we have? Infrastructure is 0. Over here. Yeah, we need 172 infrastructure per million of population. Start mass producing infrastructure then. Very cheap actually, it's only 2 uranium. Then what we'll do is we'll start actually moving our population over to that moon. But I can really start like kickstarting the actual mining. What we need. In the meantime, we'll have our first military ship out there. Nearly done. 2 years. Give or take. Right, there we go, reduce the size of the launchers. I think we need very small launchers. At the end of the day, throw a lot of missiles out there. The thing for us is going to be just sheer volume, rather than quality. Well, volume has quality all of its own. Right, there we go, we've actually reached the next level of technology. So we'll take a look at obviously the next level of engines. I think it's by the time the slipways are actually built, we might as well actually, we might even have new engines. To be fair, I think we should probably follow that through. Would be a good idea. Magnetic confinement fusion reactor technology. Oh, internal confinement fusion drive technology. There we go. Add what we can there. So that's 14,000 with that. Now, perhaps we might want to use Magnus Lubrical. The additional engines obviously would be a great idea. $12,000. Right, something more. Okay, fair enough. It'll take us about 4 years to actually get that. I think it probably will be worthwhile to wait for that new engine. So in the meantime, that away. Add it all here. Now we'll actually use the other scientist. Only slightly better of a result there. But, oh well, it'll shorten the time. We still have to build these ships then. Researching the wrong goddamn thing, goddamn it. Such an idiot. I know you guys know that, but I like to make sure you know that. Is there such a thing as a scientist who gives, well, like a administrator who gives a bonus to... Yeah, we have no team. Right, is there like a research bonus? Do you know archaeology bonus? No, it seems not. I wonder what administrator rate... Oh, administrator range is obviously their skill, I suppose. So we're looking at 140 there for the new engines. Shipyards will be ready just a year before. I think it'll probably be worthwhile to actually wait and fit them with the new engines. Rather than producing them. So it's going to take a while to produce them. Okay, construction of the infrastructure has finished. What we'll do then is we'll wait here. Allow this to actually build up our stockpile. Okay. What we're going to do then is... have Colossus. Take... Put a couple of automated miners. Load automated miners. I choose how many? Right, maximum amount of load is 100. We need to take 100 to... from here. Unload. Unload. Automate mine. Yeah, cycle moves. Right, so in this time and as it goes by, we'll obviously increase the amount of minerals that will be coming from Igni. In A4 Moon 3. Quite nice. Use the size of the mineral packet coming in then. I do wonder how long it's going to take Colossus to move them. It's only moving them one at a time. Just take a couple days to do so. The thing is, we'll have like a transportation ship that is going to be significantly better than the Colossus soon enough. And then I'll just retire the Colossus, have it scrapped. Not a very good ship, as it obviously doesn't have a cargo handling system. Could have probably put some of that in there. Right, there we go. So the first one has finished. Beautiful. We'll wait another month and the other ones should finish as well. Yeah, so there we go, just in time. So we have about a year now until this engine's done, so we'll wait for that. I'm glad I built a few shipyards. At least we'll actually have the opportunity to build a number of ships. Yeah, you can see 58. In a month you'll take... maybe like one every 2 months, give or take. Oh dear. Fine by me. Maybe every 3 months. Was it just simply not updating? Yeah, was it not updating? Okay. That makes sense. How are we going now with the mining men? So 850 tons annual production. It would take 80,000 years to mine all of that. Thankfully, that's fairly accessible. Well, compared to the other minerals. Aurora and I were doing very well. You can see the amount being sent via the mass drivers increasing. Right, will not be long now until this is done. Frankly, I think it will be worth it to have the better engine. This is going to be more powerful. It'll weigh the same, we'll make it weigh the same, but we'll get more power from it. So that's going to obviously increase the amount of speed that we gain, which ultimately increases the, well, reduces fuel usage. If we get there faster, we're going to use less fuel. I mean, I said that, there's obviously a lot that comes with that. Okay, so we'll design a new engine. We'll give it a commercial engine. Okay. This bad by 2,500 tons. You can say, see that we gained about 200 engine power. It should be worthwhile at the end of the day. Right. Septimus and Phaeron. Plasma drive. Yep, create that project. Probably done that twice. That's fine. So power and propulsion. Yep, create it twice. You can see it's a fairly expensive project, about 5,000. Luckily that won't take us too long. About 3-4 months, give or take. There we go. Beautiful. Let's take a look at these bad boys then. We'll update the actual design. Oberon. So Oberon. Yeah, so with the old class of engine, you gain 4,000 kilometers per second. We'll drop the old engine. Considering we have 2 of these engines, we might actually be able to gain a similar sort of speed. Oh no, these are the bloody reactors, aren't they? God. You know what I mean. There we go. So we'll put the new one on there. So 5,000 kilometers. So we gain 1,000 kilometers then. That is worth it, in my opinion. For weight in that. At the end of the day, we gain a superior bloody ship. And we can actually take a look at our old designs over here and actually update that armor. Like the Defiant, which was using the copy design. Fine, like to. Okay, so the MK2. You can see here this is conventional armor. Look at how that reduces the weight there. The Defiant 4,000 tons with the conventional armor. Yeah, 3,350 tons with the ceramic composite armor. That's quite a save in there, a few hundred tons at the very least. Right, so now we can begin to construct our first warship. Jump. The Fabian and Ravenor will have that. And again, No, you haven't actually been given any task, have you? So you'll be fine. The GCA, Oberon. Okay. We can see here, estimated day. It's going to cost quite a lot to actually build this, of course. 41, 142 for 2 years. We'll prefab the engine. That'll shave quite a lot of time off. Yeah, the engine as well as the batteries. If I could just really... We'll just get it all out, then this way it would be done much, much faster. What do you call the warp drive? Logical. Ah, bugger every day. So, that'll probably take, what, 30 days, give or take? Or longer. We'll do this in 5-day segments, then we'll be done. I also need to give my labs a project. Okay. Magnetic confinement reactor. Yeah. But we might as well work on that in the meantime. You can't go wrong with engine tech. You simply can't. Right, we'll see the difference in production time once we have these components prefabricated. It will go significantly down. Due to the fact that the vast majority of ships have already been built already. Okay, another 5 days. Beautiful, beautiful. Right, so go to the shipyards. For the GCA Oberon. 41, 42, considering when... Probably... I suppose they're always going to be built faster. Yeah, but we're making good progress. About 12% per month, so it's gonna, yeah, it's just gonna take a little while. But at the end of the day, the components are prefabricated. Makes it a hell of a lot easier on the construction crew, I can tell you that one. Oh dear. Yeah, this is fine. In the meantime, while we're actually out there exploring the jump point, we'll be able to actually work on our engine technology. 7th of December, 41, 142. It's actually not going to take too long then until we actually have the next level there. And then we can even take a look at retrofitting the Oberon to this more advanced engine technology. Probably a few years away. You can see here, the Oberon has been built pretty quickly. She's our first and only warship as well. And I suppose warship is probably a strong overestimation. Okay, so you can see the supply mechanism on Cygni Prime has been exhausted. Good thing she's just been finished. So the Oberon has been now launched. Yep. Beautiful. We'll put her into her own task group. And GCA, JCA. Have I been saying JCA? Oberon. There we go. Right, let's give you orders. We'll transit through jump point 1 then. Jump point 1 being... jump point 1's pretty close actually, that's fine. So if it go by in days, then we'll be able to track the progress. But 5,000 kilometers is going to be pretty nice. Honestly, then we should be able to increase that. Yeah, look at that, it only takes about 2 days to reach that. And that's not a huge amount of fuel, is it? Okay, so we have discovered the system of NN4117. No official designation as of this time. NN4117A. Okay, let's take a look at the actual system itself. What do we have here? Interesting. Okay, so we have an actual terrestrial planet that wouldn't be too difficult to actually colonize. We'd have to obviously just, yeah, it's not that difficult to really colonize. I mean, I think it could actually support life, but obviously it needs a lot of infrastructure. But let's see what we have available. So we have some terrestrial worlds, obviously they're not capable of human habitation. Terrestrial planets. So far, so good. Somewhat promising, okay. Right. So let's see, where are we on the galactic map? So about here. Sure, you can do something to move them. I bloody well can't remember. Unless it's just that close by. Fine. Right, so Oberon's over here. Fuel, so we've only used 2 tens of thousands of liters. Okay. We actually need to set up the actual weapon control here for Oberon. That'd be a good idea. Right, so we go over here to Oberon. I need to rename you. Right. We have our 2 turrets here. Those will have them set to final defensive fire, perhaps area defensive fire. So active sensors are now on. Right, so we'll assign these here, so these are now ready to fire. I think we're only at that range. But again, I can just set it to area PD. That'll work fine. Okay. Made fire. That's fine by me. I should take a look at the Oberon then. It'll be closer. So JCA Oberon. We can see here, this is her armor. So armor is very interesting. Like different weapons have different effects. Like lasers basically burn through the armor. Like missiles have backside of this. We do have a little bit of armor, not a huge amount, but enough to probably get through. Okay. At least we're using laser technology, we don't have to worry about actually running out of munitions. I think what we'll do then is we'll get into the system, possibly do some exploration. Shouldn't take too particularly long. Survey next 5 system bodies. And these are default orders. So we'll change them actually. What I want you to do is logical survey. Well, survey next 5 system bodies. Good fuel run below 50%. Good fuel at colony. Hostile ship a hostile active ship contact and system. I guess just set that to refuel a colony. I don't know if that'll work, considering there's no colony in the system. We'll give it a... rename Oberon. But again, it's always here. Right, so we'll have a day go by. I just want to see what happens. I mean, in reality, I could lose Oberon in a day. So Oberon's received orders. Any issues? You're moving out there quite far. I would have you move into the system itself, but as soon as you're going to scan the asteroids. I don't know if I should have specified planets. I can still specify planets if fair. Right, Colossus is a little bit low in fuel. Food Signy 16. How are you actually doing on your task? But I can actually give you orders and then you'll refuel. No issues then. Refuel economy. There we go. That's all we need. So far, no contacts. Yeah, while you're here, then just roll. Oh, you actually finished your orders. You might have actually finished your orders. 93. Let's have you refuel. Then load 7 automated miners. Obviously unload. There we go. So far so good. I'm actually going to turn on these sensor radios. One sec. I'll give it an idea of what we're dealing with. Yep, so we can see here this is the area in which hyperdrives will not apply. I don't even know what a hyperdrive is. But I can imagine it's cool. Okay. Okay, so that shows us the actual points needed to survey them. Interesting. Max weapon fire range. That's tiny, isn't it? So very tiny. Only 30 kilometers. 30,000 kilometers. Tiny. Max fire control range. We could potentially have that further out, but that's interesting. Obviously, I need to increase the range, but yeah, that's fine. I need to, like, have better. Drive to sonar range. Yeah, look at that. We have our small and we have our large. Incredible, really, isn't it? Specified increment. Yeah. We're not exactly going to take anything purely here. At any considerable distance. Even with like 250,000,000 kilometer range, yeah, you're not exactly going to detect much. Only when we're closed in on things. But so far, so good. We've given orders, obviously, once Oberon begins to run low on fuel to move back. Oberon will probably head towards the cluster of, well, the actual planet soon enough. Okay. Right. Take a look at what Oberon's actually found so far. Let's actually take a look at the fuel aboard. At nearing 50% usage. I think what we'll do is actually cancel these orders, have you survey the planetoids. Nearest planet or moon. Get some use out of her. But we'll have her operate out here a little bit longer, so we'll reduce the order for the fuel to 30%. We should be fine, that'll get her home. Okay. Let's take a look at what we've found so far. We'll take a look here, look through the minerals. Right. Wow, okay, that's a big F for you, isn't it? Hey, beautiful. I was in damn only like searching bloody asteroids here. It shouldn't take too long. Maybe most of the scanning here, hopefully not too much fuel usage. But as far as we can see here, in our systems, well, our sensors, sorry. Yeah, they cover an okay amount of the actual system. But so far as, yeah, we've not picked anything up on sensors. I mean, we're running active, we're running hot here, basically. I wish I could have it, like, keep zoomed on something. I'm glad that we got the improved sensors. Definitely speed this up. Some days go by then. Okay, Signia Prime has completed orders. As we've now got 100 automated miners now on our new colony. Not a huge deal. Taking a long time due to the fact that we haven't got the cargo handling system there. So, we'll have a month go by. Be able to finish everything in a month, more or less. Maybe 2 months at most. Yeah, that's due to the nature of the game. I mean, Steve, the developer of the game, is working on an improved version, like C+ version, um, which will be ready sometime in the distant future of the 41st millennium. Yeah, I think he's making steady progress. I think it's like basically testing it now, which is going to take a long time, but the vast majority of things done was down to testing and bug fixing now. There will be an improved version of Aurora 4X in the future, and so is a good thing to bear in mind. It's going to be an improved version as well. We'll wait till you finish your orders and we'll take a look at what you've actually discovered. Okay. Yes, it's implied housewife music. It's copyright free, man. I am simple, man. I see copyright free, I take it. If I can, I need to find some more copyright free music. But the freaking housewife now. I think it's doing the system. Oberon, where are you? Oberon? Oberon? Where the F are you? Oh, you stupid son of a bitch. Fuck. Okay, well I done fucked myself. Fuck. Fuck, fuck. Fuck, fuck, fuck. Okay. Fuck. Fuck's sake. Ah, fuck me. Should've been watching that for you all. God. Fuck. Okay. I need to make a tanker. ASAP. We may have time to save her. Fuck, fuck. This is what you get when you don't trap with fuel. It started heading back, but I didn't realize. Like. That's a big ass ship. Okay, I'm just buying something small and light, something quick to build, ideally. Yeah, 20,000. Okay. Yeah, who needs you when you have willpower? God damn right. Right, 20,500 tons should be enough. Now it does weigh 5,000 tons though. Or weight. 1,500 tons. Okay, you son of a bitch, that'll do. Get this worked on. Need to save you. Frankly, all I need is the engine, and then we'll just knock up a quick ship that's going to be basically just bloody fuel, and we can save her. This is where you learn. This is where one learns. Right, 5 days I'll be done. Must be done in a day, pretty much. What time he's off, guessing. well aware. Did you discover anything in system to make it worthwhile for the time being, should you potentially die? Okay, not bad, not bad, not bad. Yeah, jawohl, Herr Doctor, not bad. Not very good accessibility, but yeah, not bad, not bad. Yeah, indeed. Okay, Mausoleum, Corundium, okay, not bad. Yeah, really not accessible. Not particularly worth the death of the ship, but that's fine. We should be able to potentially save our asses here. So the day, well, whenever we go by, need the game to register that time and that tick. Where? Okay. I'm actually going by though. Or does it just mean stopped here? I think you can mute notification. Yeah. You know what, I forget how you actually do it. You know what, I feel this would be a good point where we leave it off. I'll look up how you actually like ignore the events and then we can have time go by. But yes, don't do this. Don't do this. This is me not paying attention to the fuel usage. Not a huge problem. At the end of the day, we've built a ship that works, and we probably can save it. Probably can save it. But yeah, we've explored another system. We'll be fine. Just need to be very careful of fuel in the future. But we have obviously underway research for a commercial jump engine. We'll throw together a quick and dirty jump tanker, pretty much. So, thank you so very much, ladies and gentlemen, for watching. I hope you guys have enjoyed this. If you have enjoyed this, please do consider supporting the channel. And yes, until next time, thank you and bye. Do remember to like, favorite, and subscribe. Also, why not follow me over on Twitch as well? Goodbye for now.